Homies, what's going on? How the heck are we doing? How we feeling today? We feeling good? I'm feeling good. Hope you're good. Today I figured we would revive a riff. It's revive riff time. I found this old riff, excuse me, and I was like, dude, this is so sick. I forgot how sick it was. Actually, also, let me fix my camera. Okay. So I have this OCD to where like this line has to like line up with my monitor. OCD, OCD. Yo, Modern Dave, what's going on, dude? Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for checking them out. So hyped when I stumble across you in your streams through Insta. All the best from Berlin, bro. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the homies for coming by. Savitz, Renzo, David, Kid Mosquito, Kid Mozzie, if you will. Three Devil, what's going on? Tragic. Franz, what's going on, dude? It's not OCD, it's true craftsmanship. Yeah, I guess it's that too, but it's like for me, it's like it'll bug me because I'll see like a little bit of my monitor. I'm like, oh, oh. Anyways, let me show you this riff. I want to show you what it sounded like when I stumbled across it. So here's the Winamp. I saw you, David. Winamp is sick. So sick. We were talking about it last stream, and it's really sick. If you want Winamp again, it's actually WACUP. It's Whack Up or Wake Up. And it's awesome because it's like community driven now. You know, like Winamp isn't a thing, but it is because of them. And you can still get your old skins and stuff like that. And so it's awesome. But yeah, I know, David. I've seen him, dude. Okay, so here's the riff. And sorry if it's a little loud. Let me turn this down. Yo, Disinfectant. What's up, dude? It's sick. This is all it is though. It's just like it's not really like fleshed out or anything, right? And the reason why it sounds like that is that was when I started like really trying to hone in like this MIDI writing stuff and just like the quick songwriting. And so like if you've seen the old session, it's like it's very basic. There's not a lot going on. The drums aren't even routed, you know. And then over the years, because actually this I can let you know too. This was made in it says October 2023. And so that sounds about right. So a little over a year ago. And so I put it in like a recent session, and I'm using P5 for drums, Nolly for bass, and AXURE for guitar, because those are what were in the original session. And so if I wanted to save some time, or in order to save some time, I'm going to be using like my old session, right? My old updated session. And so, you know, these are P5 drums and everything lines up because it's P5, right? And so you can hear I did a little bit of some things. I mean, I didn't really touch it. I just kind of fine-tuned I just put it in its rightful place, right? And so I think the majority of, hopefully not, but a lot of today might just be cleanup. But I kind of wanted to show you, like, what I did is I grabbed some of the pads and stuff from there from the old session. And, you know, inside of Ableton, you just kind of go into where it's at. And then, you know, you just grab it. It's in here. And so everything is in the file. And so I grabbed the pads and stuff like that. And then I exported out the drums. So I just exported the MIDI out. And again, I still need to fine tune them because they're like old velocities. But anyways, enough excuses. Here's what I have so far. Again, it might be loud, so just brace yourself. Yo, Silent, what's up, homie? How are we feeling, dude? I'm feeling good. Here's the other part. I have an idea for like possibly a part here. Still needs some leveling and stuff like that. But I added this part before stream and I was like, okay, I better get on stream so I can like show this stuff. So here it is. So it's close. But again, I need some fine-tuned stuff. I wanted to make these like power chords and stuff like that. And so, yeah, here we are. Welcome. Welcome to the present, because that was all in the past. Last part you shown, I know it is chorus-ish, but I think that might be the intro, believe it or not. It's just going to start there. This pad is nasty. Got some atmosphere stuff. So blended with these two. These ones. Dang, tragic. I know, I'm the same way, dude. But luckily, this was just from a year ago. Yami, what's up, Joshi J, what's up, homie? How we doing? Well done, it's trying. It's decent-ish. Yeah, it's decent, you know. It's not much. And so, I would really like to fully flesh this song out. It's pretty sick, pretty sick. This pad is like, I think it's, what's it called? Ethereal Earth. Yeah, so sick. Very, very sick. And I definitely tweaked it. And then this bad boy. Very sick as well. But the guitars, I have them octave, like I have the octave pedal on with Gojira. Yo, delve into the shelves. Solo album, like yesterday. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Any plugins you scored over Black Friday? Yeah, I got Rift. I got the Sound Toys bundle. I got a few Waves plugins. I got what else did I get? Metric AB. I got Metric AB. I got, I think that's it. I think. Any chances of a solo album? I don't know. I really like collaborating, especially with Josh. We have our newest single out, which is called From the Inside, and it's on Spotify. We actually, check it out. So we put this out the 20-something of November, I think it was. Oh, I got Track Spacer. Thank you, David. I got Track Spacer. Yeah, we put this out less than a month ago. We're at almost 4,000 plays, 1,300 monthly listeners. This is all like sick, dude. I'm super pumped. I'm pooper sumped about this, dude. I will paste this in. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Show some love. We have more stuff coming. I leave on Saturday. Me and Josh leave on Saturday to Costa Rica. And so we're going to be busy. Josh is getting married. I'm taking the photos with that camera that you see right there. And then we'll come back refreshed, ready to write more jams, because making jams is life, as you know. But for now, let's write some jams, because I would really like to potentially make this into a reel. I already have one reel in the books that I can just like, I have it. Haven't posted it yet. And yeah. And so the first thing that I want to do is I will probably automate my octave on the guitars. Very, very MIDI right now. So like, what's up, dude? Tyrone. Nice set of new toys. Yes, please. I know, dude. It's I got kind of weird, but you know, this is all stuff that I use. I use. Also, it looks like we hit 1,100 followers on Twitch. Thank you so much, dudes. Appreciate you a ton. You better travel safe. Hey. You know I will. Is there a plugin that does like a chorus effect type thing for vocals that you'd recommend? Dude, you know what? Inside of Studio One, they have that little like retro bundle, and it's like free. That chorus in there sounds so good. But honestly, dude, I think it's the Sound Toys stuff. It just sounds so good. Yo, Ad, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping in. Did I already say what up, Sorlak? I don't know if I did, but what's up, homie? Thank you for coming by. I want to make these power chords. And so I am going to grab the stuff from the MIDI guitar toolkit that I put on my Patreon. Just has like random things in it, like random chords and such. I wish you could see it. I'm going to do this so you can see it has like just some random things in it. Some tunings, random chords, artist chords. But I have a power chord in here just to make my life easier. And so here's the power chord. And again, it just makes life easy. I don't have to like think about it. Did it change it on me? No, it didn't. Okay, good. It just sounds crazy because of the octave pedal. And so I grabbed it there. Oh, we're back. And I'm going to do this. And this is just a basic sort of, I'm just fleshing out the rough idea here. And then I will go back and I'll do this on stream just so you can see how I try to make it sound as real as I can. Key, I want my tilde key to be a little shortcut here. It's so, like, I know I show you guys this every time I do it because I forget to do it every time. But if you click key, you can assign any of these to your keyboard. But the one that I like to assign is this one. and I will put it on my tilde key right next to my escape or below my escape right here. And so it's super helpful, man. And so now, as you can see, let me zoom in here. When I hit that key, and that's just the MIDI, what do they call it? The MIDI review something, but it's just like the input monitoring, I call it, because like you see how I click on it and nothing happens, but if I click on it on this and I press my new hotkey, sometimes I don't want to hear that and I don't want to annoy you guys, and so it's nice to have it as a shortcut because it's just like, it's annoying, you know. But anyways, let's get this in here. And again, I'm going to try to humanize this stuff once I get everything in there. And for those of you asking how I like do this, this is actually shift right and left on your keyboard. It's actually super helpful. Oops. Okay, we're almost there. Pretty fast, you know, if you want to put some power chords in there. Especially with these hotkeys, like, makes life so easy. So now we're left with this. Yo, Renzo, thanks for chilling, homie. But now, I mean, it sounds like MIDI, you know, and so we need to humanize that. Quick question, what are your top 3 piano VSTs? Ooh, that's tough, man, because like, I'm literally like, I'll grab whatever I have. Like one of my favorite piano sounds is, because you know, I love like reverb. I love stuff drenched in reverb so much. And Omnisphere actually has, and what's funny is one of the, like an old chatter, dude. I don't even know if he comes in anymore, but an old chatter was like, bro, check out ambient space piano in Omnisphere. And I was like, okay, what is it? And so I just type in piano, and it's this one, ambient space piano. Oof. It's just like, it's what I want right away, you know? Yo, Lucy, what's going on? Yeah, I love it. Just found out the Studio One has own key switches. Track, so cool. No way, Yami. We need to talk, bro. You know I'm gonna be doing that 30-day thing, so I just I don't have enough time to like really invest because of this trip. But after this trip and NAMM, we'll be good. We'll be good. Seeing your writing results is really inspiring. Keep up the great work. Nick, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. But anyone watching, you can all do this too. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of time, you know, and persistence, because it's not going to sound like the best right away. Like my stuff didn't always sound like this. Again, here's a good example. This is before this. And that's like almost stock everything. Like everything is just kind of like in there. But I think one thing to kind of like really emphasize is your balance. Because like all this stuff is stock and like not a lot going on, but the balance is decent. Like the kick is too loud, of course. But it's like, it's really pleasing to the ear, you know, it's good enough to convey what's going on. But yeah. Okay, anyways, sorry. That's I guess not to like glaze over that. That's probably the one that I use the most. I don't really have any pianos that I use, but I do have like the complete standard 14. And so I need to like download that stuff. But I just don't use piano a ton, which I need to change that. But anyway, so back to this, we have just very basic, very basic guitars. Right? So what we need to do, first thing that I do is I select all, deselect sustain alt picks, come down here to strum inside of Ableton Live. This is a built-in effect. And take a look at this stuff when I, like, mainly right here when I move this. You see that? It's great. So I'm going to do this right here. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, select everything, deselect this bad boy, which I guess doesn't really matter. And I'm going to go down here to the randomize. It's at 100, so randomize by 100. And I'm going to bring this down to randomize these velocities a little bit. So just those two things. Let's see what we got so far. It's not bad. I think in the mix it'll be fine. But I do want to attempt to do like sustain downstroke. I want those little parts to be palm muted. Da 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 da. So I have palm mute alt pick in there. And we're gonna put it here. I'm gonna turn off sustain alt pick because I want these to be downstroke. Here. Then I'm going to immediately make this change where I bring the velocities down on this. Now I'm bringing them down in relation to each other, so the velocity, like randomization, is going to stay. And then I'm going to grab this, bring this over, and so that lines up pretty good there. That lines up. That lines up. This one, we can see. But again, I'm kind of like, I'm just doing them every time I see like these little guys. So you can see here, like this little guy here, doing a thing. Now, see these? I might do this one here. I'll put it there just to see what it sounds like. But what I need to do is I need to grab these and bring them down in velocity. I do this for the palm mutes. This is a lot chuggier, especially with AXURE. Makes it real chuggy. Grab these ones. Not that. Bring that down. These ones are already down. Okay. Yo, Stan, what up, dude? Gnarly waves. Okay. Now, I want to randomize this a little bit. Just a tiny bit. That sounds pretty good. started touching mixing stuff. My OCD, dude. All right, I won't. Okay. This I gotta like add some fanciness to, so I'll do that here in a second. There was something else that I was gonna do. If I really wanted to, I can bring these down too, and I'm gonna do it just to see what it sounds like. I feel like it'll add more emphasis to those palm mutes there. Now with Nolly bass, that's at 9 velocity, 8. So the lower, so from 9 to 1, 9 is the softest dead note. 1 and like, or like 1 is the hardest dead note. Okay, so I just turned it down. You balance by ear? Yes. Now, the way that I go about balancing is like this. I feel like it takes a lot of practice. And if you're actively doing this, you're going to get better at it. It's just going to be a thing. But you have to kind of deliberately practice this. And what I'm talking about is stepping back for a second to listen as a spectator, to start to see each thing. Like in my mind, I'm sort of like quickly saying, like, where's the snare in relation to the kick? Where's the kick and snare in relation to the bass? Like, those are things that are like, they're not really like going in my mind anymore. But when I started doing this, a lot of it was like, okay, take a step back. Where are all these things in relation? Now, another way to think about it too is, you know, in relation to each other, but also in relation to a mix that you really like. Where's their snare in relation to these other things? That really helped me. Now, it took a long time to kind of like hone in. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to take you a long time. Maybe me telling you this will speed up the process because you'll be able to deliberately practice this, right? I think the things that you get better at when you deliberately practice, then you're just going to get better. And so, yeah. What effects chain do you have on Nolly bass? So I actually have parallax going, I have R bass going, and I have double tap going with like some EQ. Like, I don't really like the way my kick sounds, but I'm not gonna like worry about it too much. It's good enough, you know? It's good enough. All right, I'm gonna start adding some accents on these drums here. There's not a lot going on with these, so I'm gonna double click and hold and then drag down. So you can see I can adjust like my default velocity range, which is sick, because I want these to be ghost notes. Sick. Let's actually put these on 16th notes. Yeah, this is the doubles are really good, and I kind of told some of you, a lot of you are new here, and if you are new here, appreciate you. But I have like a little bit of a rule of thumb when it comes to ghost notes, and it's not like the end all be all thing, but it really helps you kind of like locate where you can put ghost notes. And usually when I play drums, I'll do a crash or like a hi-hat, and I'll immediately do a double. And so that's kind of what helps me out. I know a lot of people will like do like a double every time, but I feel like that doesn't really help. But you can see here, I could have done a double, but it's right after this crash. And so I would do that. I would definitely do that because I'm doing a kick after. And so that's nice. See, like this is okay because it's only one. I would do that. I know. So this is a way to kind of like, because I'm the same, bro. I'm lazy when it comes to these things. And it's like, how can I make it so I can't overthink this? And it's just like, it's sort of a formula that just kind of works. You know, like, look at this. I'm good. Yeah. Grab this one. I always like in the beginning too. I don't know. I always do that double. Okay, let me just put the rest of these quickly in here. Here, interesting. That might work. Now what I'm going to do after I do this is I'm going to randomize the velocities again. I also want these to be probably like a tom. Turn down those freaking toms. Chill, toms. What are these at though? So P5 velocities for toms. I really like the way 100 sounds. I also need to bring this down so it kind of like da 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 nah, da da da. I wouldn't play it like that in real life, so I would probably go da 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 da. So I would like it's almost like a ramp, you know, and so that's why I'm bringing this one a little bit lower, even lower. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I've actually been using it since before it came out. Submission Audio was they were the homies and they hooked it up. They were like, check it out and make a video, and I was like, done, easy. Architect Space is sick. It's very sick. Okay, so I want to start doing accents now. Here. I gotta bring it up, it's okay? Ooh, there's a left and right boy. I'm gonna do the left and right boy. I got it and wrote
immediately my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, okay, guy. Dude, thanks for the sub, man. I'm glad that you got it. I really dig it, bro. It sounds really good. I've actually been using that recently. This is an older session, and so like these are the older tools that I used a lot. And I'm trying to kind of like mix it up a little bit, you know, try different things, and because it'll inspire different ideas. Wait, there's other velocities than 127? Oh yeah, dude, dynamics are life. That's coming from a drummer, right? Like I play drums, and so like it's so important with like the fill, and it's so good. Has a lot of other notes sounding. Yeah, yes. Are you blending drum libraries or samples? Sounds huge as always, and I'm always curious how to get the sound. Yes, these particular ones, these samples I think are stock with Trigger 2. And I think they sound good. Now I use the slammer stuff, the GGD slammers. Sounds really good. But I really feel like if you want this sound, you have to add samples, man. I really tried my hardest to like, I'm not going to use samples. But you have to. It's so important. Oh. I actually want to bring this up so it sounds like I'm hitting it harder. Yeah. Are we doing community jams? No. I leave for Costa Rica for the week, so I will be gone from the 7th to the 14th because I'm taking Josh's wedding photos. And so, but when we get back, you already know we're going to be doing community jams for show. So I'm going to make this a new default here. Actually, I want this to be about 99. 99. Hey, Savage. Looking forward to it, dude. I love doing these double hits here. So when I do this roll, if I was to do this, so I play open-handed, and so I have to think about this in the other way, right? But think of this as my right crash, right? But if I do this roll, I would choose a different symbol if I was doing that. And so I'm going to change this symbol. Bring up these toms. Yeah, I'm gonna add that snare there. Bam. Interesting. Interesting, K-Guy. Really does make a huge difference. Yeah, tragic. It really does. It either makes the snare pop or it gives you that what's the word I'm looking for? The clipping sound. You know, I like really round snares, and so that actually helps me. It's actually really great. Also, what is the best/worst advice you've ever been given about production or music in general? That's a good question, dude. Best advice that I've ever given, that I give every single day, is don't overthink. Worst advice? I mean, there's quite a few things that I can think of that. I mean, I'm not anything in particular but I know that there is like things that I've been told that are just like, I've done the opposite and good things have happened, you know? And so I think it's really our own kind of sort of experiences, you know. I don't know. There's some things that I've listened to someone who like used to be really big in like the industry and blah blah blah, and like they were very set in their ways, and for the longest time I listened to them, and as soon as I started to kind of branch out and start to form my own kind of like perspective and build from what I genuinely like and want to do regardless of what is going on in the industry, that's when I really started to things started to get better for me, you know? And so I would say take all advice with a grain of salt. You know, I think that's the best advice that I could give, that I could personally give. I think that this is down. That sounds better, but it may not like, you may not hear it in the mix, and so I have to take a look. But what I'm going to do right away is humanize. I'm humanizing at 10%. And so you can see that, like, you know, we got a little bit of stuff going on here. I also like to come over here and do an additional, like, humanization. Grab these. Humanize. Yo, Usagi, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. And yes, I would love to. We do it every Saturday, except for this Saturday, on Community Jams. And so, yeah, throw it in there, bro. I already made it sound better. I'm going to humanize again just because I can. Yeah, not today. I usually do them on Saturday. Yo, Captain, what's going on? Let's get some flams. Ooh, you love the flams, huh? Where can I put that? I don't know. Let's hear it in the mix, since I messed around with those velocities. Let me grab something really fast. That would probably be on here anyway if this was a newer session, and I have a newer session here, and so I'm just going to see if I put it in here, which... Did I? There she is. This is my synth here. I also need to make sure that my pitch bends are correct on here. There it is. second. That would be sick. Delvin. Man, tell me if I'm saying it right. But that would be sick. Can you provide a brief description how your 101s go after making the purchase? How does it all work? Honestly, it takes place on Zoom. And it's not anything crazy. Like, we meet up. I usually say, if you want me to hear your DAW, then I would get something like Listen To by Audio Movers. Or if you have a Mac, it works a lot better through Zoom. But, and we really go over whatever you want. So the one-on-one is led by you. I mean, I could kind of like, lead whatever, kind of set something up, but I really feel like it's like, I want to do what you want to do. Like, I mean, just kind of giving an example. Someone was like, dude, I want you to write music for me. And I'm like, sick. Schedule some one-on-one time and let's do it. I wrote them 2 songs. And so, yeah, they had the DAW. I mean, they didn't really want to worry about a DAW or anything like that. They were a drummer. And I was like, sick, yeah. So we wrote the song. I stemmed it out for him. And it was actually a lot of fun because he was there the whole time. He's like, yeah, that's sick. Ooh, try this. Okay, sick. Ooh, yeah, that's it, Huge, huge. But again, it's really whatever you want to talk about. If you want to see what's going on in my session, let's go. You know what I mean? It's literally, again, you lead. You lead. I'm just there to help you out. To help, I've done a few sessions myself and mix transform so fast. Yeah. So fun. So fun. Okay, I'll check that out, Colin. For sure. Delve into the shelves. There it is. Thank you, dude. Like, sub. Nice for giving the fatness to the bass. Yes, please. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna group these. Then I'm going to grab my gates that I have here. I actually started using Track Spacer for this. But again, this is old session stuff. And so I'm going to put them on here. So now it should be... Yeah. A little bit of Phantom Center on here to give some room to my snare. So again, for this, I didn't do this, and now I did. Yeah, I think I have some spots for this coming Friday. I'm trying to not do as many because I still, dude, I'm so behind. I still have to pack. I got all the things. I just got to put it in the suitcase. But also, I think it's like a 5-hour flight. And so you already know, dude. You already know. We got the Steam Deck. I am currently, did it work? Oh, it got mad. Hold on. Oh, it just got done. I just got done downloading the Witcher 3. I put Mirror's Edge on here because that's one of my favorite games. And so I'm looking forward to just like... I'm excited. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. We're getting closer to getting it to sound. How long is the trip? I think it's 5 hours? I don't know. I try not to look at that stuff. Okay, this is important, and I talk about this all the time. Maybe I don't. But this power chord section here, right? This is loud because it's like, it's big. But during this section, I don't want it to be big. I want it to blend in. And so, like, for example, I went from -1 to -3. So I went down 2 dB, which I can just, like, make that an exact 2 dB. They still sound a little too loud here, so I'm going to actually go down to... Yeah. I have 2 of them. I have 3 of them. I need to clean up. I need to clean this up for sure. This section, I didn't really like. This is old MIDI, and so I have to do that. Yo, Alan, what's going on, homie? Oh yeah, so I have 3 videos. 2 of them are Patreon exclusive, and I go through everything, including like, I go through everything from my master chain to my guitars, my drums, everything. And that's going to be on my Patreon, and my Patreon is literally, like I always say, the price of a cup of coffee. And so you buy me a cup of coffee, you get all my crap. You get all the things. And so, but I do have one that GGD wanted me to make a video showing how I went about like mixing the Brutal kit on this like Sleep Token song, Token sound like song that I did. And so yeah, that's on my YouTube. Is that guitar AXURE or is it Forest? It is AXURE Forest, bro. No, it's AXURE. It's AXURE. Yeah, Chromatic. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the question. It's this one, bro. It's this one, dude. Come on, dude. Yeah. This is an old session that I wanted to revive. Okay, I'll give you a context check. This is what it used to be. Really? Yes, please. I'm looking forward to it, bro. So that's what it used to sound like. And then I added this before stream, and then we were just refining it now. Yeah, so there's something else that I wanted to do. Oh, so I want to automate the chugs on AXURE, because I feel like this part, it doesn't need to be like, it's very attack heavy, which is sick. But I don't need it to be that crazy during that chord part. And that's going to help us even more with that realism. And so I'm going to go into Decent Sampler. Also, this is nothing. I know all you guys that are like, what is he using? That compressor's doing nothing. I have two utilities because, I don't know. There's no reason. But, so what I want to do is I want to try to turn down the chugs. And so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to move this, and you can see that it has this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, and we're going to go to like, I don't know, 1/6. And then what's cool is on here, I could just go into this one, guitar 2, which is red. And if your left and right guitar on AXURE are both blue, that is not good. I don't want you bugging Alan saying, bro, they're phasing. We have one for left and one for right. And it doesn't matter, but one's blue and one is red. Alan's like, dude, thanks, bro. Less emails, you know? Hopefully. That's the goal. And so there it is there. I'm going to... Bam. But soon you won't have to worry about the blue and red. Some of us want to still, Alan, so I hope you don't get rid of it completely. But I see you, bro. Okay, sick. Alan? All right, I'm going to read all this out loud. But soon you won't have to worry about the blue and red unless you want to, because they will both still be built in. That is amazing. So I'm assuming you're going to have some, and correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I'm assuming that you're going to have DI1, DI2 rhythms. Like rhythm left, right. I don't know. I'm just going to say that. Correct me and, you know, tell me if it's wrong. But yes, please. Exactly. Yes, please. Also, there's that discount code. Okay. Let's see what that did. I'm seeing some volume differences. Seeing some volume? I'm hearing some volume differences. Let's see. Maybe it's a good thing Alan's here. 0.16, 0.16, and they're different. Zero 41, 039, 041. Yeah, B. When I bring the chugs down. I haven't done this yet, but I really wanted to get rid of the, you know, the chuggy sound. Let me verify that everything else is the same. 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, release 3, 3, 3, 3, 0.20, 0.16. Why is that 0.20? I think that oh. Hold on. It could be me. Let me just verify here. No, it's still louder. Oh wait, look it. What is this? No, they're still different. And so I don't want to go into diagnosis phase, but just because Alan is here. Yeah, one is higher. Yeah, guitar 2 is lower. So this one, I'll reset these. Negative 1.8 on my 1. And on 2, it's negative 5.04. I'm going to reset them again. Just so you can see it, dude. Okay, I won't worry about that too much more. It could, you know what? It could be my DI fix. Hold on. I think the DI fix is the same too. Yeah, it's still a little louder in relation. But for now, what I'll do is I'll just bring this one down. We're going to try one more thing. Oh, you got me back, huh? Welcome, Raiders. How the heck are we doing? Thank you for joining me. Cole, thank you so much for the raid, homie. I can finally formally introduce myself. My name is Chris Badan. This is the homies in chat, including yourselves. And my stream is all about songwriting, metal songwriting, but also building a community of like-minded people who love writing music, but also want someone or some people to share your music with. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, but Saturdays are special because we do community jams. And so if you're writing music and you want to show people, well, show all the homies, show all the homies on Saturday. And so, yeah. Cole, I appreciate you, man. Let me show you what we're working on. Actually, first, I'll show you a few things that I've done. I'll just show you on my trusty Winamp here. Here's some things that I've worked on. You can hear. I'll show you. Actually, let me show you my newest little thing here. If it's where's it at? Let's see. This is a new one. We're also working with Dan Tompkins on a song, and so we'll be doing that on stream. That's one of them. Let me show you another one. This is actually on Instagram. This guy, this Instagram reel just hit, I think, 120,000. This is a fun one. Here it comes. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Thanks for sticking around. I hope that you guys had fun at Cole's stream. Cole kills the game. Again, thank you, dudes. Thank you so much. What drums are you running? For that particular song, I am using RS Drums, the Monarch kit. And that thing is, sheesh, drums sound good. For this particular song, which is still a work in progress, just started working on it, it's an old riff, these drums are P5. And so I'll show you what I'm working on now. It doesn't sound as crazy as that, because it's a work in progress, but again, this is the kind of stuff that I do on my stream. And so if you enjoy the process, you want to learn a few tricks about songwriting, metal songwriting, then, you know, this is what I'm working on today, though. So it's not fully fleshed out, but, you know, we out here. We out here working on it. I have some things that I need to kind of fine tune, which is what I've been doing on stream, you know, just kind of getting things situated and trying to, I don't know, update this, because this is actually an old session. The MIDI's old. And so I'm just trying to revitalize this stuff. And so, yeah. Cole, if you're still here, dude, what did you guys do on stream, man? Oh, wait. I think I saw your notification. Was it birthday stream, bro? Was it birthday stream, dude? Sheesh. Hey, everyone in the chat, which if you're followed, you have it. Let's get some CB hearts in chat for Cole Rowland. The B-Day, dude. The B-Day boy. The B-Day homie. Very good, dude. Happy birthday, man. Happy freaking birthday. No better way to spend a birthday than with chat. You know what I mean? So sick. So sick. Okay, I need to figure out why this is changing again. Oh. Okay. So these particular drums I'm using are P5, but I have some trigger stuff to make it sound beefier. Ah, that's what I was gonna do. These are old MIDI. I gotta make these sound cooler because they're okay, but you know, you can tell that like. These ones we kind of massaged in. These ones I got to massage in a little bit more. I tried to. They sound okay. I'm going to bring these velocities to 120. But I really want to bring down these ghost notes because this is a verse part. I need to like grab all of these ghost notes and just bring them down. I'm going to make them the same for now, bring them down in relation, and then I'm going to add a randomization. Yeah. And then I'm going to select all, humanize. Deathcore. Future, I don't, bro. I'm like the worst at making that stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. Also realize that this is really loud, my little sample here. Also, if you've thought about, like, if you're here from Cole's channel, maybe you don't make music, but you thought about it, this is like, this is the best way to get started, especially if you don't know, like, how to, you know, maybe you're not the best at an instrument or whatever. Like, that's why I love writing in MIDI. The other cool thing about writing in MIDI is, like, any quick changes, they're quick. If I want to change the whole key of this song, it's as easy as, you know, I mean, you can literally select everything and move it up. You just got to kind of move your key switches and stuff. But it's literally as easy as grabbing all of this stuff, getting rid of your key switches so you don't move those, and then like grabbing this and, oops, let's do that again. Get rid of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you could just move it. I want this. I want to see what this sounds like in G sharp minor. I don't know. Yes, the details, bro. It's so important. Some details I try to, like, I don't really think about because I feel like, man, who's really going to hear this? Probably just me and the guy who's singing on my song. But I don't even think he hears that. It's like, okay, I got to chill on that. Don't get too weird. Now that we're left right on here, I'm going to actually randomize these on the other side. So I randomized them already, but I'm going to make them different from what they're doing to each other. Same thing here. I didn't randomize these yet, these velocities. They're a little harder with palm mutes because there's a certain threshold where the palm mutes sound really good. And so I'm just going to randomize these. And then I'm going to randomize these differently. Oh, also my sub. I have to add my sub. What sub is that? That's actually just Ableton Operator, dude. It's Operator, and I added a few octaves, and I have some saturation and stuff going on it. So you can see I added additional octaves, 2 additional octaves. This one's a little lower. And then I have some EQ going on, just narrowing it. I have doubler going on, and then I have some auto align to align it to my bass, or like make sure the phase is good there. Some Saturn and some NV2 to keep it level. And so, yeah, love it. Love it. You can hear I spread out the operator too. I have a little bit of spread going on. That's actually the, I changed that. This is something I've been experimenting with. I did the doubler, but I kept the fundamental in the center too. Yep. So we're good. I'm ready to kind of like experiment to see where this can go next. I wish I had more time. I only have a few more minutes left, but it's okay. Bum, bum. Yeah, well, I'll get a rough thing. Joe, I'll get a little rough boy going in. Dude, also, I seen that you subbed, bro. Thank you so much, man. Good to hear from you, brother. Ba, ba, I think that's it there. We're just going to drag these over for now so I can make sure that this is kind of going into it. I'm going to keep this there. That's sick. How did you come up with the chug section from the M side? Did you create them manually? Dude, believe it or not. Believe it or not. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it really quick. You ready? So we're going to go here to the kick. We'll zoom in for the homies, for the cell phone homies. And I am going to turn this off for now. We're going to come up here. Actually, we don't need to. Here, we're going to go to the rhythm section, and we're going to put this on kick. Boop. And then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to start to move this around. We'll make this 16th notes. Not 12, 16. And so now I'm going to play this. We're going to loop it. It's going to sound grubby because it's 127, but who cares right now? I'm going to change the pattern. Okay, sick. Good enough. Now, let's add a China. Because China. And then we'll add a kick at 120 in P5. Trez says, China! China! Sorry. Okay. Let's zoom out here. Okay. Then we're going to go to 105. Sick. Then we're going to go to bass. I just grabbed my kick. And then we're going to do D. We're going to legato. Then we're going to put it on our guitars. And we will go to D0 for this one. Make sure that we are sustain alt pick. Drag it down. I could listen to that all day. Let's leave that in there because we might use that bad boy. Now, a lot of it too is like adding, this is when it starts to become fun because like you add your accents, right? We'll add some accents here. Well, maybe we'll do one here and then we'll do like this here. And then we'll do like a snare here. And then let's make it thicker. And then here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yo, Benjamin, what's going on, homie? Thank you for stopping by. I give credit for being potentially... Hey, I'm going to say I delve into the shelves, and that's how I came up with this riff. Oh, very good. Thank you for asking. I love showing that because it is really that easy. And, you know, if you get your session set up good enough, then you can just kind of pump those out. You know, it's really fun. Now, the next thing is, you know, what Joe was saying and what Tragic was saying is like, you know, having fun, moving things around, like just getting weird. Like they were saying, like every once in a while we can add some palm mutes on these, right? This is when it starts to get really fun. And it really goes as far as you spend time on it, right? Like, if you don't spend a lot of time, like that's it. That's all you're going to get. But if you keep spending time, like for example, we'll do this really quick. You can see that this is just a pattern here. And so I could probably just do this. Up, up, sick. All the palm mutes here. We'll select these. Now, again, that's another thing that's really cool about like kind of having a nice little mix. You can start to pump these out. That'd actually be a really great Instagram story. I want to make that a story. I mean, Instagram reel. Oh, I also have my octaves going. So I just need to turn those off really quick. Let's go into... Oh, I'll just go here. Click on this. Here it is. Reactivate this. Grab this. Drag it down to off. And this act, we will bring this down. Sounds so ugly. Yeah, see, Tragic's like, ooh, ooh. Is this Apex? This is AXURE, man. Okay, quickly.
The Earth is 3,130 million.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh. Yes, please. Let's think here. No, that was an Esheba, Esheba, Esheba. I just want to do this quickly. Oh, I know how I could do this quickly. Inside of Omnisphere, they have an arpeggio. Yo, Brandon. What up, homie? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You've seen me. Already want ghost notes, bud. Well, that was fun. We delve into the shelves, dude. We have to thank Delve Into the Shelves because they were just like, how do you do this? And I was like, let me show you. And then this insanity came out. Let's do this just for fun. Yeah, I could keep going on that. You guys already know? Okay. Josh, I have been trying to revive something, and I'll show you what it is. I don't think I messed up my mix too much. As far as I got, because I was trying to update it and keep it like in there. But Josh, I really want to show you this and the ideas that I have, because it's actually disgusting. Really sick. Let's see. I know we got into like this crazy zone. And again, Delve in his Shelf. Thank you, bro. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Wait, today's Thursday. Yeah. Mr. Master, bro. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'll show you what we're working on. First, I'll show you this. Maybe I'll show you this first, and then I'll show you that. This could be this. Yo, Tragic Music Maker. What's up, dude? Now we have 2 Tragics in the chat. Michael, over on YouTube. What's going on, dude? I know. That's next. But that's Dream Sign. That's when Dream Sign comes into the play. That guy. Saw, dude. That guy. And then someone asked, how do you write rhythms? And I was like, let me show you. Very sick. Just for fun, go 2 steps down. On this? Are you saying on both guitars and like bass? So we're in D sharp 0. You want to go to C sharp 0. Okay. Okay. C sharp 0. Dude, Alan, this is an old one. This is an old mic. Old mix. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's actually a good example, Josh. Thank you for asking me to do that. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, let me grab these because I don't think I brought these down too. Too loud? Okay, got it. Well, like, to me, the kick sounds too loud. Like, we just wrote this like 3 minutes ago, bro. Just kidding. Yo, Spectral Audio, what's going on? Thanks for coming by and saying what up. Appreciate you. I seem to be having some YouTube issues. And I'm sorry if I keep dropping out on YouTube, but thank you for chilling with me. I could be Mick Gordon Ramsay. I'll show you something that'll kind of fancy you. Here you go. Actually, let me show you the Instagram reel. I'll show you that before I dip out. Actually, I have a meeting. Rick Gordon, I like that. My name is Chris Gordon, dude. So this reel just hit 124,000. Dude, why can't the cyberpunk world be real? Because I would live there. Oh my. All right, we have these breaks in here. I want to add something in between. You know, we got to go to Devastator. Yep. Yes, please. Make sure you guys follow the gram, dude. This is where I post most of my stuff. This is Architect's Bass, actually.
Finally
K-Guy. Architect's bassist, Ali Dean, in a plugin. Thanks to Submission Audio. Listen to these DIs. Yo, Snowcall, thank you, bro. Been enjoying the content and the guides at your channel lately. Dude, thank you so much.
Hear all the key switches?
For the 5.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Appreciate you, bro. Glad you're enjoying them. That's RS drums. That's the RS drums. But I'll have another reel. I have one in ready. So I'll be posting reels. I try to post as often as I can, but you could see like they're very anime inspired. You know, I do a lot of anime stuff. I really love anime, but I really feel like it kind of portrays what's going on, like with the sound, you know? That's when I sing. I still sing sometimes. I love that so much. This is P5. And that anime was Animatrix. Very sick. This song we're working on with Dan Tompkins of Tesseract. Some of you may be here because of this humanoid demo. They like to go really well together, man. Good, it's good. Yo, Snow Call, thank you, dude. Thank you. But yeah, make sure you follow the gram. But every time you sing in one of your songs, it turns into something popular. But you keep avoiding your destiny. I see what you did there, dude. I see what you did there. I'll show you what Dan did. It's in demo form, but it'll be out soon. Well, fairly soon. Mr. Dan Tompkins of Tesseract. Michael, thank you, dude. Whoa. Is that the? Is that the? Bro. No way. No way. Wow. Dude. Hold on. Is that the Deadmau5? Because if it is, bro, that is insane. Wow. No, but I play him on TV. Dude, that's insane that you're here. I love you so much, bro. But, yeah, check this out. Thank you for the follow, bro. So much respect for you, dude. Oh my God. What a dream come true. Hey, I have more skins. Check this out. What else do we got here? So are you using the wake up or whack up? Because that's what I'm using here. That's how I'm able to use it. I wish it was bigger, but I mean, I'm old school like yourself, man. I'm all about it. But I mean, I have, you know, the default Winamp skin sounds better. Dude, I won't deny it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For me, I come from that age, you know? I'm 36. And so when someone told me that I could get Winamp again, I was like, bro, let's freaking go. Let's go. And so, yeah, Winamp is life. Winamp is life. But dude, thank you so much for taking the time out and coming and saying, what up? I got a decade on you. Don't give me that. Hey, I know. But here's the thing is like, I grew up on the internet just like you, man. I grew up just all the time, just, I mean, as I do now, but what's nice is like I can do it in public kind of, you know? And so, yeah. But what's funny is like you were one of the dudes that inspired me to kind of like do this and like to stream, because it's like, man, he does it. Why can't I do it? I've seen that some people do it, but no one is doing it. Like not a lot of people are doing it in the metal realm, especially in Ableton. Like I make metal music in Ableton. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I am. Well, I'm going to be 36. I'm going to be 36 in January. January. I guess my birthday present was NAM. Was going to NAM, and so that's pretty sick. 24, I am not, dude. I promise. I'm not. I may look at it, but also like thank you, mama. Thank you to my mama and daddy, you know? Yeah, so I actually do a lot of stuff for Get Good Drums. That's actually how I kind of started getting my audience, was making stuff for Get Good Drums as like one of their content creators. And then I was like, dude, I need to do this on stream. It's like, yes. I love Misha so much. Do I have my hoodie? Yeah, here it is. Check this out. So I know a lot of you have seen this hoodie. This one. Believe it or not, I took that photo. I took that photo, dude. And you know what's funny is I didn't know that that was on there. My friend was like, bro, I think they used your photo for their newest merch. And I was like, no way. And Matt was like, hey, dude, sorry. And I was like, don't be sorry, bro. Just give me a hoodie. And so he sent me a hoodie. But Matt, dude, I owe so much to Matt. He has hooked me up so fat. Because I do photography and stuff. Hey, I think I need to ask for your advice, right? Because I know that there's a lot of just BS that you go through too. And it is just really BS. And for me, it's just like supporting the homies, you know? He hooked me up so much. Like, he gave me a care package one time. And it was like, he gave me, because I play drums as well. And he gave me 6 bricks of sticks. And it was like, dude, thanks for what you do for Get Good Drums. Like, sheesh. Yeah, I feel that, bro. I feel that. It is what it is, though, you know? It is what it is. Let me show you what I was working on. First, I'll show you this, and then I'll show you this. This is what I got going right now, and it's going to get loud, so brace yourself. Oh, that kick is so loud now. Ooh, everything's loud. It is, and believe it or not, Joel, everything's MIDI, bro. Everything is MIDI right now. You know what's so funny, dude? Is and I'm not just saying this because you're here, because I was literally going to do it, but I didn't want to deal with the routing because I was trying to be really quick. But I was going to literally use Cthulhu, but I didn't. Because again, the routing, I didn't want to deal with it right now. I feel you. I feel you, Joel. I'm kind of a glass half full kind of guy. And it's like, what's cool is like everyone could do this now. And they could just have fun with it, right? Here's another thing that we were messing around with. Here's my drums. Get Good Drums. This is the P5 kit. I know, bro. I seen that. Glad to see 36-year-olds. Yeah, no, I mean, dude, that's crazy. He says, just jumped my last 4 million on a couple studios and a Neve. But hey, glad to see 36-year-olds rocking my with a few plugins in Ableton. Bro, yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, Cthulhu has been inspiring me for a while. But there's also like doing the pigments, adding the sequencer inside of pigments and kind of doing that sort of Cthulhu thing where you route it out. Dude, that has been changing the game for me. I'm just an old fool that's old school. That's so cool. Hey, I feel that. Wait for Serum 2. What do you mean there's a Serum 2 coming out? Hold on. What? Interesting. I love that. I'm excited to hear that. I'm assuming you're bringing it up because of some sort of like maybe a sequencer, built-in sequencer, Cthulhu style. I just paid off my serum from Splice. Let's go. Oh. Dude, I'm excited. I'm very excited. That's very exciting news. But yeah, Joel, this is these are actually rhythm guitars made by Study Sound Audio, who's in the chat. Sampled guitar. It's just DI guitar. This is actually a decent sampler. The design, so I thought of the UI, like the UI UX, and then David, who's Kid Mosquito, he came out with a, he's the one who did the actual graphics for this. I just built like a crappy Photoshop version of like, you know, what I thought it would look cool. Romplers and romplers, I guess. Yes. So I'll show you what it sounds like without the D or without the, because I'm using Gojira X. Yeah, it's very low. I also have stuff like this. Just DI guitars. But what's cool is you can add like chugs to it to get more pick attack. Yeah, so there's that, and I have my EQ and stuff on it. Which I don't, let me see, do I have a lot? Yeah, I have quite a few things going on. So that's like nothing. I do have DI fix. Let me turn off DI fix. Little low. Yeah. Oh, it was also going through the cab simulation, which is contender cabs. Sounds like a Hofner. Very good. But yeah, so I'm going into Gojira, but I'm not using a cab. Some FET. I wonder what I have. I don't even know. This is an old session that I was pulling up because I wanted to revive this riff. I have a whole bunch of crap going on. So I'm using Renaissance Axe actually on the medium setting. That's the only sort of compression I think I have going on this. Yeah. You know, my go-to sauce is the rack unit called Fusifer. Is that how you say it? I've never heard of that. Fusifer. Plugin. Evil Audio. Oh. Mic preamp and distortion processor? What? Distortion synthesizer. Evil Audio's Fusifier striking overdrive distortion processor that features an analog filter, tape simulation, a vintage germanium preamp. What? What are you putting this on? I mean, you put it on whatever, but like, Are you using this for guitars? I'm sure you're using this for just like various synths and stuff. Really, bass and guitar. High frequency out, expression pedal. What the heck, dude? I've never heard of this. It's beautiful. Very unique. Okay, so you've been using this? Tape simulation. Wow. Dude, that's crazy. The LED distortion. Yeah. Dude, here's the thing is like if I could afford it, I would definitely be a gearhead. And also just like traveling and stuff, I would like to eventually be able to do this remotely from anywhere, which is why I do everything MIDI right now. Oh, actually, Joel, I'll show you. This is usually what I've been writing lately. So this is an old project, but I could show you what I just kind of recently have been working on. And it's more like the sort of Doom style, not on purpose, cyberpunk stuff too. But here it is. I'll show you this. I did not mean to do that. Let's just show you the MP3 in my sick Winamp skin. Oh, yes, I know. I used to when I could afford it. I know, right? I know. I knew you were going to say that, Joel. I knew it. These drums are RS drums. The guitars are Apex. No, these guitars are AXURE. Oh yeah. Okay. So those samples are actually Keep Forest samples. The Devastator Breakout. And it's definitely like cyberpunk, Doom inspired, but yeah, you know what's funny is I just recently used Studio Drummer on something, and bro, who did all the sources? So actually I did everything, man. Well, everything, right? I did all this stuff in MIDI. I could probably pull it up. Hopefully it doesn't get mad. Well, I mean, at some point you had to record a kick drum from somewhere with something. So these are RS drums, the Monarch kit, Anoop Sastry, who has played in bands like like Monuments. He's played in Sky Harbor. He has played in so many things. He created his own drums. Yeah, he played in intervals as well. And yeah. Yeah, Devastator Breakout Pro is really sick. So here it is. Hopefully it loads. It's going to do okay. We'll find out. So they actually made their own samples. I'll actually show you. Here is the Monarch kit when it loads. Yes. So I'll show you it here. Now I do have additional samples that are from GGD. They're Slammer samples. Because the thing I found about V-Drums, VS versus recording. Yes, I know what you're saying. I could show you these. Oh, this is filtered. Let's put it here for now. And you hear that sound? All that noise? Yes. Very compressed. Ah, yes. So here is overheads. Here's the first set of rooms, room 1. And then room 2. This is the one that's giving it excitement. Cymbals, of course. When an EDM guy has to tell you this, you know you're in trouble. Yeah, I mean, if you really want it, I can get it for you, bro. So the thing with this is it's a context instrument, but it's also it's like 40 gigs, bro. Yeah, check them out. Check them out. I have a discount code. It's an affiliate. It's an affiliate code, but it helps your boy. But it's a great kit, man. I really do love it. It just came out. And so I think it came out like a few weeks ago or like last month. But it's really good. Yeah. Yeah, it's just RS Drums. I believe it's rsdrums.com, man. It's really good. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It has a lot of cool features. Like you can add the one-shots built in. Like you can just add it within here if you wanted to. I have mine running through Trigger right now. You have overhead controls. So Joel, if there's something that you don't like about the overheads, you can do that. Now, you may be like, kind of like me, where it's just like, I don't want to deal with that crap. I just want it to sound good right away. And this is kind of, it gets you pretty close. It really is just reactor. Really? I did not know that. Contact was built in Reactor. I had no idea, dude. Someone over in YouTube, what did he say? No, thank you so much, bro. He says Dad Mouse collab. I donoed, so he has no choice. He has to do it now. Reactor is the entirety of NI's DSP engine. Really? The guy who built that is going to help me build AXURE in Contact. Alan, I was hoping that you were going to say that, bro, because I was literally thinking, like, you got to hit him up. That's great, dude. They have something really cool here. I really love the way it's laid out. There's a lot of control, which is really cool. Again, that's what I really love about it. Also, like, the labeling. It's so important, man. Having that labeling. I'm so pumped about that. It's so great. But I guess another thing I can show you, this is Nolly Bass with some sub. Just using operator. I think this was before I started to align them. I think I might have. Yeah, man, I have so many vintage rare AF synths and the best pre's and converters money can buy. Would be neat to make some kind of hybrid Roppler feature. Oh, dude. Oh, that would be so sick. That would be so sick. I mean, dude, I know that you could do that. I know it would. I know. I mean, would it be like, I don't even know how that stuff works. I know that that's like a Duda thing, though. That would be nuts, man. That would be very nuts. What else do I have in here? Oh, here is the Keep Force stuff. You can either do wavetable stuff, but that's not that great for us, or you can do sort of SFZ sort of hybrid. Interesting. Interesting. So wavetable stuff, that's not great for authenticity. I wish I knew more about why that's the case or not the case. What else do I have in here? Oh, this is These things are awesome. Insane. Lead guitar. And as Rompler like Devastator and Arclight, etc., rely more on the effect controls. Oh, right. I started to notice that when I started diving more into the Keep Force stuff. And even like I've seen, I think I stumbled upon like Van 51, and I realized that I think that's a Contact thing. And I mean, you probably know the answer to that. That's pretty interesting. I'm the kind of guy that's just like sick. It works sick. I can write some jams. 4 terabyte. 4 terabyte USB drive. Sheesh. Sheesh. That's nuts. Reactor. You're throwing all these terms at me that I'm learning today, dude. The restaurant, dude? No, I'm just kidding. Sound design inspiration. What is this? Ready in development for 20 years, so massive module libraries, and made by large amounts of developers. Interesting. Sound design language, I see, says the blind man. Yeah. Visual programming language for sound design. Oh, dude, I didn't know that. I was slowly trying to see like what Contact was built in, or like how people make these sampled instruments. But I didn't know that it's this. Reactor. Wow. So if we wanted to open up NKI, any of those, and see the node network. Oh, really? Devastator mostly ITB sources. A good alternative is Oblivion by lots of analog sounds. Hey, Joe. He's like TMI right now. The back end life. That's crazy. I had no idea. So you're saying that I could like, well, I'm not even going to ask because I don't want to give anyone any ideas. But yeah. KSP. Yeah. That's what I figured. Wow. Hmm. Alan, I think that Joel is asking like, I mean, he's talking about even before that. Like it's like, I like this reverb in Arclight, and if you were so inclined, you can slap it on Devastator. If you knew the node network topology. Wow. That, man, this is giving me ideas. I'm going to do this. I need to mess with that. It's open source. Of course it is. I mean, otherwise, how would they be able to make their own sort of things with it? Oh my gosh, my freaking brain is gone. I know. I'm thinking about it right now. That's crazy. Big quotes there. Yeah, I feel you. That is so interesting. Yeah, he's talking about the back end of the back end. But I mean, he's the guy. He's that guy, which is sick. End of the day, most musicians, producer, happy just, yes. See, that's where I'm at. I'm like, I'm cool with it. If I needed to know, then, you know, that would be cool. I've thought about, there was this plugin idea I had, and I think it's already been done, but, you know, I think it would really help kind of like the average Joes to kind of like achieve this sort of thing that you know, this idea. I've been talking with Baby Audio about it to see if like, if it's not like, that would be cool to collaborate on something like that. Press a button and sounds, yeah, right. Um, it's not Metacritic, just nerd. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah. What's funny is like I used to be in all that stuff back in the day, and then I was just like, okay, my brain is just too. I'm filling it up too much, you know. I started to learn C sharp and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I gotta like take a step back to just focus on writing songs, like actual songs, you know, which is what I love to do the most. And I want to show people how to do it, and it's like it's not that crazy to do, you know. Yeah, I used to make my own .ens files, sample manglers, sequencers. Really? Wow. Making a small duo. My buddy's been trying to make a Vega core engine in Reactor. Interesting. Sequencers. So again, that's through. So you're starting those files in Reactor. Just trying to understand here. I have a plugin idea for us. Your plugin. I'll have to talk to you. Hey, Alan, I'm down, bro. You already know. You already know. Everything starts in Reactor. That is crazy. It's just wires and nodes. You know what's funny? It's now that you're saying that, I have seen someone, like a good example for me is like I just started to get into the whole you know what's funny is I actually got into, I think it's called blocks in Reactor. And I actually watched your video from like a while ago when you got access to it and you just started building like a little module synth in there. But I actually saw someone, they went in the back end and started doing stuff like that. And I think what you're talking about in that sort of like in the nodes rather than like seeing the actual interface and like the UI, I mean, I was just like, whoa, that's wild. So, you know what's funny? Actually, you know, I can ask you this now. So you have your studio that we have seen on stream. You're building another one, I'm assuming. And is this in your house or is it in a different location? That's what I got confused with. Because I've seen your studio, but then, oh, no way. Okay. Okay. Yep, I definitely will. It'll probably pop up for me. Reactor symbols a low level, not quite C++ low level, but as low as NI will let you. So hence the black box open source statement says. Interesting. Interesting. Should we check it out now? It seems like the homies want to check it out. Let's see. I'm assuming it's this real studio update. There it is.
What did you break? Why do you look so guilty? Was it you? Was it you? Anyway,
do this.
Little update. Check it out. Let's see. So, I'm sure some of you might be familiar with the main studio here, except the difference is we took out all the modular stuff, and I managed to grab a lot of good classics out of storage and replace them there, and some new guys. I got the new Moog Muse, which I haven't plugged in yet, but I'm going to very shortly. Yeah, so main room, and then if we saunter over here, I know there was a lot of confusion. Everybody seemed to think like I deleted my main room and just built another studio. No, we made an addition.
Wow.
Waiting for a cabinet to come up and lift that thing up. But here's the modular room, all nearly completed.
Modular room.
So, let me see if I can maybe...
I wish this wasn't...
No, I can't.
My mouse wasn't in the way.
So we got the middle island in. We've got the conduit stuff underneath there in the electric. We're wiring that tomorrow. That should be good. Get some camera stuff up there. And then the new desk, which is, I don't know. It's okay. Like, we got some rack stuff in there. We got to screw in the rack ears and stuff and then figure out where I'm going to put the monitors and all that. But it's actually kind of, it's shorter than it looks, because I would have got some like Argosy thing, but they're just too wide, because it would have bumped up into the modulars on either side. And of course, we've got our Rhiners here, which are amazing. And then I have to sort out this junk. And then I got to get the racks in there, monitors up there, keyboard, mouse. That should be pretty easy. But the conduit panel is down here, so I have to figure out a way to like wire up the leg or something like that, because the conduit goes down through the floor. Some trunk lines go into the main room, which is over there. And then some trunk lines come into this machine room, which is here. So I've got to get that through the floor, over there, and then up into that. But I think we can take care of most of that. Yeah, this is great. It's air handling. I think it should be good. So tomorrow we're going to tackle that, and then we should be up and running.
Wow.
I hope.
Wow,
What did you bring?
Congrats, dude. I have been seeing posts from this. I know it's a lot of work, and that's sick that it's like you have the full modular room. The millwork, really? Yeah, I know there's been a few updates. It's been kind of a little bit sporadic. Yeah, here. I know that you were just in Denver too, dude. I couldn't make your show. I wish I could have. Even your, you had that little pop-up shop too. Dang, I wish I could have been, dude. That's huge, bro. That is so huge. I'm looking forward to just like more, and I don't know if you're going to do this, but I would imagine since you have this now, you're going to do a lot more like modular, potentially streams. That'd be sick. Like the walls, panels, track lighting holder thing. Oh, it has to be custom milled, of course. So how long is this in the making? Like how long have you been working on this? I'm assuming for a while. 6 months. Oh, not too bad, but I'm sure it's been a ton of work though, like you said. Wow. Now the main room was 2 years. Yeah, I know. I followed that a little bit more than this one. But it's just, I love that it's fully just modular life. Sponsor. Wow, dude. Look at this. I remember when you got your setup, dude. Like when you first got, like from the beginning. Misha says, I'm coming over. Oh, dude, that's so great. You gotta have Misha over. That would be sick. Yeah. Misha's so great, man. Like I said, I've been helping out the GGD boys, and Misha has been just a huge inspiration as well. Okay, more updates. Sort of. I haven't seen these. Oh. Oh my. Bro, he can show me how to use the Moog Muse, because I fired it up and I'm confused. Hey, dude, that would be insane. That would be a great collab, dude. He has been obsessed, which I'm sure you've seen. He has been obsessed with the modular stuff. Which, man, it inspires me to want to like dive in. I've always wanted to. What else is there? I know you've just missed like random sporadic moments here. Oh. I've seen this. I remember seeing this. Oh. I see. Ah. Oh yeah, for sure. It makes sense, man. It makes a ton of sense. Well, especially what's just like going on these days. Like, I don't know, like the just a ton of crap. But I put some bits up there. I love it, man. I really do. Oh, there's I'm trying to think what else. Metal up your amp. Yo, what's going on, dude? Who else? Who else? I seen someone just followed. Yo, Illumina. Yo, what's going on, dude? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, bro. We're actually just talking to the homie. The one and only, right? Look like hired Bad Robot Studios to make your content. I put in 0 effort. Yeah. I don't know. I've come from an event production background, and so I'm actually a V1. Like, I used to be a V1 until I started to like have this be my main thing. Try to anyway. I know. Well, here's the thing: is like, you don't really have to, bro. And also, you come from that era. Like, you've been streaming since where did I start watching you on? Stream.com. I don't know what it was called, but I just remember that, and it was just you making jams. Again, that's another thing that inspired me to do this. 5 tits, top producer, don't want you to know. Watch real. Oh, dude. Here's the thing: is like, I really try my best to not be that clickbaity sort of content creator, because I'm just trying to help people out, because I know what it feels like to not be able to write jams. And so, yeah, the homies here can tell you that I'm sort of just that guy, you know. Broducer. Metal, it is. It is. Everyone say hi. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being here, dude. And think about this. This was all because of my Winamp skin, dude. And it was probably in my thumbnail, and you saw it as you were scrolling through. And so, dude, I'm grateful that you came by, dude. I'm so grateful. You have no idea how much I appreciate you and what you have done. For real, for real. I don't care what anyone says about you, bro. I love you. Always have. It's actually your fault that I've been doing, in the beginning, I was doing the, I forget how we called it, but it was like the chordal thing. They ain't saying shit about you, then you ain't doing it right. I know. Winamp is old school. Check it out, Patrick. So I still use this, bro. A little bit of nostalgia, right? Like, I don't know. I love being able to click on like a song and then Winamp pulls up. It's so sick, dude. It's so much fun. I love it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thankfully, I mean, companies have been reaching out for me to do stuff for them, but I really think it's just because of the quality of content, right? And it's just, again, I just enjoy it. And I have major like OCD when it comes to just stuff like this, right? I want it to look nice. I my snare drum, right? Twitch, Kifi, more Badan and Mouse. Dude, that would be insane. That would be insane. Like, dream come true sort of thing. And so, hey, if you ever want it to happen, just say the word, bro. I would love to. I know. That would be funny. Dude, that would be interesting, to say the least. Very, very interesting. I'd have a great time. I would have a blast. Especially, but here's the thing. We have a small little, like, if we do it, it's got to be at your house. Just saying. You have all the things. I have some things. You have all the things. And then Misha can show you what's going on. Add Hopkins to the fold. Sheesh. That would be insane. That would be so insane, man. But as interesting as Tommy Lee's Rockstar Group reality TV show. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started, bro. Yo, Jake, what's going on over on YouTube? How we doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. That was interesting. Oh, very good, dude. Very good. Let me just throw on some stuff. I think we're just kind of chatting now. I love this, by the way. Yeah, but I mean, dude, it's insane that you're here. I didn't believe that it was you. I did not at all. You use distressors much? I have been recently. The plugins, yeah. So I've been using it on vocals quite a bit. I haven't been using it on like my drums, but that's another place that I want to use it. I have the UAD distressor, I believe. Like the Empirical Labs or whatever it is. Let me see. Yep. I've used them on my main. Really? Interesting. Wow, so are you doing like fast attack or like slow attack sort of thing? Wow. Bit in between for lifting. Okay. Now are you doing like 4-to-1? I would assume, or like, I don't know. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought to do that. Okay. Yep. That sounds about right. No distortion, I'm assuming. You would leave these off, maybe? Or like distortion 2, maybe? Low-key, I'm just saying, Joel, give me your settings so I can try it. But, you know, no, for real, like, that's something that... Wow, I shut the detector off. Okay, got it, yep. I like what this does for vocals, man. I really like what it does for vocals. But, like, this is for, like, heavy... I'm doing, like, 20-to-1 on vocals to, like, get it to stay put. But it's, like, heavy metal vocals, you know what I mean? That is very interesting. I don't think I used it in here. I think I just use it on vocals, like I said. I'm working with Dan Tompkins from Tesseract, and so we've been experimenting. I've been experimenting on that with his vocals. Another fellow Twitch guy is actually Dan Tompkins from Tesseract. He's been streaming, and that's how we actually he found me through Twitch as well, or through Instagram actually. I use it on my drum bus with the HP and Bell at 3070 mix. Yeah, I know. I have to put that on my drum bus right now. I think on this drum bus, I'm doing JST BG drums. Believe it or not. Great for vocals. Yeah, I know, Patrick. That's mainly why I bought it. But Joel's saying that I should try it on other things. There's just so much that does nearly the same thing. I know. That's where I'm at, too, for sure. Discord invite. Oh, let's try this one. I have to change that other one, dude. every time, like, I only think about it when it happens. Yo, Raph, what's going on, homie? Thank you for saying what up. Welcome. Like if Kramer can't hear the difference between 1176 and API, why is everyone in the view? I know what you're saying. Now, I have a question. Are you sort of, because I had this discussion with chat, and what I was telling him, because, well, what I was telling them was like the different DAWs that you use, you have a different UI, which is going to give you a different UX. And so I think mainly for some people, and I could just be assuming here, I'm definitely assuming here, but some people like a certain UI or a layout of even like a physical thing to where you're going to get a different UX. I know. Yeah, I feel you with that too. Like one good example is like using like FabFilter Pro Q3 as opposed to like an SSL EQ. You can get the same results, but it's just like maybe the different UI is going to give you a different UX. Now with Pro Q3 you can get crazy, of course, like tone matching and stuff, but Luna is sick. I was watching Jordan Reikai use it, and I was impressed. I was very impressed. Jordan Reikai is so good. If you haven't heard him, you should listen to him. He's insane. For actual, for real, legit, I care mix control. I prefer Cubase way over Ableton. You know what? I'm not surprised that you have said that. I think that I started messing with Studio One again for that sort of reason. So, Joel, are you usually, like, for your main releases, you are bringing them into Cubase, or are you just... Because I've seen some of them, you'll just literally render it through Ableton. Ah, so you say not all of them run out of Ableton. Okay, I got it. Got it. That makes sense. Got to consider what it's designed for too. So it didn't have live integration for Ableton. Does, just switched over. Our stuff was mostly timecode. Oh, right. Joel, I try to be like that as often as I can, but just like as I'm building my ears, you know? Get to my standards. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, Studio One is great, man. I think that they've come a long way since the beginning. Newest Cubase update is very nice. I think they even cross-grade from other DAWs. Interesting. Very interesting. Yo, Mazak, thank you, dude, for gifting a sub to Mr. Joel. Yes, Habits, I know that you use Studio One. I've used it in the past, and I think it's great. But there's a lot of people that I respect that love Cubase, and so translated to film, Atmos, and anybody on this planet is yes, objects. And I know, yes. Bitwig, Joe, what is your thoughts on Bitwig, brother? I'm sure you've kind of dove into it a little bit, and if you haven't, I'm curious to know what you think about it. Disgruntled Ableton. I know. Colin, were you the one that told me that? I think you were the one who told me that was what happened. It's great for sound design. That's what I've heard as well. Yeah, that's from what I can remember you saying, Colin, it was like they didn't have the freedom to really do anything anymore with the Ableton stuff, so they made their own DAW. Is that correct? Is that how you... I think that's how you kind of laid it out to me. I thought that was great. Being able to use random modulators and LFOs for any... I know, that's really cool. There's also the guy who made Winamp. Yes! Was it you who told me that, Joe? I don't remember if that was you. Output naming until I had to prove to them I had 128 outputs. I'm... Oh my gosh, bro. Are you serious? That's amazing, dude. Max for Life being integrated. Ah, yes. I think we talked about that too. Colin. What I think is I wish they would have done is ARA 2, I think it's called. For like Melodyne and stuff like that. Those tuners. That would be nice. Like with the Vocline stuff, a good example. That's why I had to do that weird workaround, because Ableton doesn't have that stuff, you know? Well, and tech related, Max wasn't a smart move. I mean, business-wise it made sense, but Max is a pig. I agree. I agree with that part for sure. I think, again, that's another... I think we were talking, Colin, you and I. Let me turn this, because this is copyrighted now. Versus an abstraction layer, because their live purposes, Max is latent. Interesting. Also, YouTube homies, come by. Come over to the Twitch side. I'm going to disconnect the YouTube side, but I appreciate you guys